call this meeting of the Westland City Council to order. We begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilwoman Andrea Rutkowski.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, roll call.
Councilman Godbout. Present. Councilman Hersberg. Here. Pro Tem Londo. Here. Councilman McDermott. Here. Councilwoman Rutkowski.
Present.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Present.
President Hart.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Mr. Clerk.
First item that we'll attend to today is nominations for City Council President. Just as a reminder, any person can nominate any other person on the council, including themselves, and nominations do not require a second. Assuming that the nominee accepts the nomination, we will then proceed to close and then appointment.
So moved.
Councilman Londo.
Thanks, President Hart. I'd like to nominate Council President Hart.
Second.
No second required.
No.
Okay.
Are there any other nominations?
Sure.
Councilman Hersberg.
I'd like to nominate Councilman Godbout.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Move to close nominations.
Motion to close nominations. Is there support?
Support.
Motion to close by Councilman Landau, supported by Councilman Hersberg. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, nominations are closed. Mr. Clerk?
I'm going to read, Mr. President, your policies and procedures for procedures fulfilling vacancies, including that of City Council President and Pro Tem. All names nominated shall be printed on a piece of rectangular paper of the same size. The paper shall be at or near 3 by 5 in size. Nominations shall not be folded. All names shall be placed into a covered box or receptacle of sufficient size to allow a mixing or randomness to the selection of the nominations. A motion to close nominations must be made and supported. Obviously, that's happened. The paper slips shall be withdrawn one at a time from the box by the City of Westland clerk. The order in which the names of the nominees are drawn shall be recorded. Upon recording the names of the nominees, the nominations shall be voted in the same order as the names were drawn. Voting shall take place by a roll call vote. What I'm going to do is place the name of both individuals nominated for council president. I have 2 slips of paper, only 2 slips of paper. I have an empty box. I'm going to place them in there. Give it a good shake. And I'm going to draw the names.
It's a very somber procedure.
They're not allowed to be folded, so there you go. All right, first name, James Hart. Second name, James Godbout. We'll need a motion to appoint in this order, the first order, James Hart.
Motion to appoint James Hart.
Sorry, there's a motion by Councilman Landau, supported by Councilwoman Rutkowski. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
No.
Councilman Hersberg.
No.
Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rutkowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Yes.
Councilman Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. Given that, there will not be a vote on the second nominee. Council President, we could move to the next item now, which is,
Pro tem.
I'm sorry?
Nomination.
Yes, nomination of pro tem. Yep.
Are there any nominations?
Move to nominate Councilman Godbout.
Councilman Godbout's been nominated. Are there any other nominations?
I move to nominate Councilman Peter Hersberg.
I move to nominate Councilman Londo.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Close nominations.
Motion to close by nominations by Councilman Londo. Supported by Councilwoman Rakowski. Mr. Clerk.
Roll call for closing nominations for Council President Pro Tem. Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg.
Yes.
Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Yes.
President Hart.
Yes.
All right. We have 3 nominees. Using the same size paper, I'm going to write those 3 nominees' names individually on slips, place them in the box, shake it up, hopefully get them out in time this time.
Appreciate the background music.
Thank
Worked.
you.
That broke up the tension.
I have 3 names and only 3 names printed on individual slips of paper. I'm going to get an empty box, toss them in, unfolded. Working the magic. First one drawn is James Godbout. Second name drawn, Peter Hersberg. The third and final name, Michael Londo. Mr. President, we'll need a motion in this order to appoint, first being James Godbout.
So motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Hersberg. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg.
Yes.
Pro Tem Londo.
No.
Councilman McDermott.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
No.
Councilwoman Sampe.
No.
President Hart.
No.
Motion fails. We'll move to the second name on the list. And once again, we will need a motion. This will be a vote for Peter Hersberg as Councilman Pro Tem.
So moved.
Motion by Councilman McDermott. Supported by Councilman Hersberg. Is there discussion? Is there discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg.
Yes.
Councilman Londo.
No.
Councilman McDermott.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
No.
Councilwoman Sampe.
No.
President Hart.
No.
That motion fails. Moving to the third name on the list. Michael Londo.
Is there a,
Yeah.
is there a motion? Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Councilwoman Sampe. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
No.
Councilman Hersberg.
No.
Councilman Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott.
No.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Yes.
President Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. Michael Londo is President Pro Tem.
Okay. Now move into special presentations and announcements. We'll begin tonight with State Representative Kevin Coleman.
Well, thank you, Council President, and thank you, City Council, Mayor, Administration, everybody in attendance tonight. Happy New Year to everybody. Very excited to start another year as your representative in Lansing. We have a whole lot of good things that we're going to be working on. As I spoke with somebody in the lobby on the way in, it's not always just about doing good things, but sometimes it's about stopping bad things from happening. And as we know, sometimes some bad things come out of Lansing. So I'm going to be on top of the issues on your behalf, and I look forward to serving all of you. And I just wanted to say congratulations to the newly elected and re-elected council members, and to our mayor, who has been re-elected as well. And then lastly, I'll just keep it brief. I'd just like to plug our coffee hour. Wayne County Commissioner Glenn Anderson and I, we're going to be having our legislative coffee hour, and we're going to be taking a deep dive into what we've been working on and what we plan to do this year on your behalf. That's going to be, by the time this is on TV, it'll be this coming Monday at 9 a.m. at the Westland Library. It's always the second Monday of every month at 9 a.m. at the Westland Library if you'd like to join us, and I welcome anybody to join us. Whether you live in Wayne or Westland or one of the surrounding communities, please feel free to stop in and say hello. And I'll just give out my contact information. If you want to get a hold of us for any state issue help or questions or any input, our phone number for our office in Lansing is 517-373-2576. That's 517-373-2576. My cell phone, if you'd like to call me directly, give me a call or leave me a voicemail, 734-751-6321. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to the the holiday decorating contest.
Halloween. That was a while ago.
Good evening. We're here tonight for the 2021 All-American Holiday Decorating Contest. So this year, City Council, as you know, we had a lot of people put in, and it was really tough to narrow down our three winners. So we're going to have a nice letter going out to everybody that participated, that either got nominated or nominated themselves for participating. But with that said, we do have three winners, and we're going to ask them to step forward. We have a certificate for them, and we've got pictures that we're going to show you up here. The first category was Best Traditional Display, and the winner was Mr. Raymond Rolak from 33031 Melton Street. This year's Best Traditional Display. There he is. All right, so we're going to ask you to accept this, and we're going to have you stand up front there with the other award winners.
Okay.
We're going to take a photograph of you guys in here, but then we're going to ask you guys to go outside and we'll get a nice photo in front of the holiday tree.
Just FYI, he was at work this year.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
did
did.
it all.
You guys, you want to
I did it all this year while he was at work. He didn't like how many power cords I used, but it all worked, so.
All right, so what I understand
And he's
that
quiet
means
as
that
could
she's
be,
going to
too.
take them all down too? Is that how that works?
No.
Even the room.
No.
All right, well, you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Very traditional display, so thank you.
Up here?
Yep,
Yes,
we'll have
come
you
stand
stand
up
right
here.
up front here.
Hey, Mayor, I think it's a holiday tree, not a Halloween tree.
Did I say Halloween? Yeah, I thought you did. Okay, next up was the most creative display, and this year's winner is Matt Sutella, 31. 8137 Gary Avenue. Is Matt with us? All right, Matt, you want to say a few words?
I use the same fence that I used for my Halloween contest. It's a cemetery for Halloween and it's a reindeer farm for Christmas, so it works. I don't have to take much down in that part, that section of the yard, but there's some dark areas on the roof I'm gonna work on next year.
All right. Well, I thought this guy looked familiar, didn't you, Council? So, all right, Matt, well, thank you very much. And way to reuse those Halloween at the holiday time, so thank you. All right. The next one is the coveted over-the-top display. And this year's winner was Randy and Kim Kraus from 7809 Berwick Drive. Are the Krauses with us? There you go. You guys want to say a few words?
Just want to say thank you. It's a lot of fun. I just enjoy doing it. Win, lose, compete, don't compete. I just love doing it.
Well, you guys, you see what her shirt says there? My favorite color is Christmas lights. So, all right. Well, great job. So if Matt, if he works on that dark spot of his roof next year, he's going to give you guys a run for the over the top. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners of the 2021 All-American City Holiday Tree Lighting Decorations. Congratulations. Now, if we can ask you to step out in the lobby, our camera guys are going to take some photos, and they'll share those with you when they're ready. Thank you. Thank you.
We will now move to questions or input on the agenda. This section will allow a person to be recognized only at the beginning of the meeting to address the council pertaining to items that are specifically on the business agenda. Questions asked will be answered during the agenda item following a motion and support from the council. Is there anyone on my right? Is there anyone on my left? All right, we'll close input on the agenda and move to the consent calendar. Is there a motion? So moved. Motion by Councilman Hersberg, supported by Councilwoman Rakowski. Are there any changes to the consent calendar? Are there any changes to the consent calendar? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, motion carries unanimously.
Council has approved the following consent calendar items. Approval of bid for official city newspaper. Administration recommended a one-year contract to the Observer and Eccentric newspaper at a unit cost of $4.10 per column inch. Approval of Know Before Email and Cybersecurity Training subscription renewal through CDWG. The subscription shall be effective immediately for a period of 1 year in the amount of $5,440. Approval of non-emergency telephone recording system service maintenance agreement with Word Systems for the Police Department. Term of the agreement shall be for 5 years in the amount of $29,140. Last item approved on the consent calendar today, approval of request from Relay for Life to hold their annual kickoff fundraising event at City Hall on February 10, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The rental fee of $350 for a nonprofit package deal is applicable. Moving to new business. Item 1, approval of minutes of the regular meeting held December 20, 2021.
Motion by Councilman Landau, supported by Councilman McDermott. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg.
Yes.
Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott. Yes. Councilwoman Rakowski. Yes. Councilwoman Sampe.
Abstain.
President Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business. Item 2, approval of minutes of the study session held December 20, 2021.
Motion by Councilman Hersberg, supported by Councilwoman Rakowski. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent?
Roll call.
Thank you. Sorry. Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg.
Yes.
Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Abstain.
President Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business, item 3, nomination of member to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term with the term to expire January 3, 2025. Tim Furlong has submitted a letter requesting consideration for appointment.
Council President, I'd like to nominate Tim Furlong.
Motion to nominate for Tim Furlong, supported by Councilman Hersberg. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent?
Actually,
Oh, yeah, that has to move straight
just
into it.
nominations. We're going
Just
to close
nomination.
nominations now.
Thank you. Is there a motion to close nominations? Motion to close nominations by Councilwoman Rakowski. Supported by Councilman McDermott. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing none, nominations are closed. Mr. Clerk.
New business, item 4, appointment of member to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term with the term to expire January 3, 2025. Tim Furlong has been nominated.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Londo. Is there a discussion? Any discussion? I'll offer some discussion, Mr. Furlong. I look forward to having you here. So if you got something to add, you can come on up if you like.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to working with everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I'll just say I've known Mr. Furlong for quite a long time in the telecommunications and permitting industry and all the other things that he does, utilities. He's going to have a body of knowledge that's going to be quite beneficial to our ZBA. So, is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, motion carries unanimously. Mr. Furlong, congratulations.
New business, item 5, appointment of city attorney. Mayor Wild has reappointed James Fasone as the Law Department Director.
Motion.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Godbout, supported by Councilman Hersberg. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Mr. Fasone.
New business, item 6, approval of voucher.
Motion by Councilman Hersberg, supported by Councilwoman Rakowski. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing none, motion carries unanimously. We will now move into public comment. Everyone speaking before the council should do so in a civil manner. Speakers shall refrain from abusive or profane remarks, vulgar language, disruptive outbursts, threats, racial slurs, or other conduct that interferes with the orderly business meeting. Personal attacks on council members, the administration, city staff, other speakers, or members of the public will not be tolerated. The clock will start upon the first words of the speaker and will not stop while the speaker is recognized from the floor. It is the speaker's option to ask questions at this time, and the person questioned may choose to respond during the speaker's allotment of time. However, the clock will not be stopped once it has started. Is there anyone on my right? Is there anyone on my left? Seeing no public comment, we'll close public comment, move to comments from the administration. Mayor? Nope. Try it again.
All right, thank you. And first of all, congratulations to Councilman Jim Hart and Councilman Mike Londo for your colleagues appointing you tonight as Council President Pro Tem. We didn't get a chance to clap for you guys earlier. But also to the other council people that were nominated as well. Congratulations to my colleagues on the City Council that were sworn in tonight. We had a great inauguration tonight before the council meeting. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, WLND was there to capture it all, and they'll be able to get that out so everybody can see it. Congratulations to everybody who participated in our winners in the 2021 All-American Holiday Decorating Contest. With that said, Christmas tree pickup has already begun. You can put those out to your curb on your regularly scheduled garbage day. And that's not correct. You can put them out, actually, I can't read my own writing. Yes, you can put them out. It has started, and it's going to go until the 14th. We also take them at the recycling facility, and we'll keep that open well beyond the 14th. If you take them to the recycling facility, then those will be recycled, and we use them in our community gardens throughout the city. Just a couple quick reminders that our annual Dr. Martin Luther King Day celebration will be here at City Hall on Monday, January 17th. The event starts with a remembrance walk, weather permitting. It starts at the William P. Faust Library, and we'll come over to City Hall just prior to the ceremony. Save the date for Hockey Night in Westland. It's going to be Friday, February 18th, and this year, I think we're 0-9 against the Red Wings alumni, but I think this might be the year. So, all right, that's all we have tonight. Thank you.
Anything from the attorney's office today?
I just want to thank the mayor, city council for the confidence you've shown in me and my reappointment city attorney. It's not just me, but my team of Mike McNamara, Brandon Grisco, Jackie Bono, and Michelle Jaruski. And the glue that holds it all together are extremely able assistant Kathy Holden. So while you appoint me, you get that whole team, and they do a great job for the city. And I ought to add up the number of years like the clerk did. You'd be surprised, because Mike and Kathy have been working a long time for the city. I've been working as city attorney for about 12 years, I think, and the mayor reminded me I was doing work earlier than that on Central City Park. I was preceded as city attorney by Angela Plakis, who some of you may still remember, who was city attorney for about 30 years. So he taught us a lot as we have gone into this role, and I can tell you that every week we learn something new as your city attorney, working with your directors and the issues that come up for the city. They do change over time, and my work with the police chief and the fire chief, personnel director, finance director, the building and planning directors all demonstrate those sort of new things that are happening, and we really enjoy the work and the challenges, and we appreciate working with administration and the directors. We understand that our job is to advise you on legal matters, prosecute in 18th District Court on behalf of the city, and to seek to minimize the liability that the city faces as a corporate entity. Again, I thank you for the trust you put in our professional judgment by this reappointment. The deputy mayor told me it was sort of a toss-up this year. He wasn't sure I was going to get the nomination, so I was prepared to make a much longer speech a la Angela Plakis, but fortunately you didn't have to sit through that, and the deputy mayor's prediction was a little bit off. So thank you all for the reappointment.
Thank you.
Don't clap for the city attorney. You guys should know the city attorney isn't expecting thank yous or claps, so.
You heard it here, folks. All right, we'll go ahead and begin council comments tonight. We'll begin with Councilman Hertzberg.
Thank you, Council President, and congratulations to you and the Pro Tem on your reappointment to those positions twice in a row. It says a lot. I do have some things I want to talk to you both about, so I look forward to talking with both of you over the next couple of weeks. I also want to thank Attorney Fasson for his service to the city. The public doesn't see everything, but he works really hard. He always makes himself available to council members when we have questions. Yeah, thank you. I want to take a moment to thank the mayor. You know, since I've been on council, at least the last 4 years, I've gotten complaints every wintertime about the Heinz Drive Light Fest and the traffic backups. And I've brought it up here now and then, but this year, the traffic backups are totally non-existent. So I know you've called them before and tried to get them to do things. Whatever you did this year, I know not only I want to thank you, but a lot of people in that area. I know the county had to hire quite a few more people to reroute some of the traffic. Oh, it was the police chief. Well, thank you. Thank you both for reaching out and taking care of that. That does make a huge difference. I want to congratulate Matt Sutella. He was one of the holiday contest winners. I'm not sure if he was standing up to the microphone or not, but he won both the Christmas holiday contest and the Halloween. So I think we're going to be seeing him back next year. That's it for me tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Sampe, you are up.
Is this on?
It's
Is it
on.
hot line? Okay.
It's on.
Oh, thank you so much. This is my first meeting. My family that's here this evening, it only took me to be on a dais for them to come, so I appreciate it. Congratulations to the holiday winners. Mrs. Rolek, I think she's still here, since it sounds like she was the brain behind it. Matt Sutella, and Randy and Kim Kraus. It was great. I didn't actually see it until right now, but your displays were beautiful, so congratulations. Also to City Attorney and to the new appointment of Mr. Furlong. I also wanted to acknowledge, there was 2 Westland residents, both were 101, they passed away just right after the new year. My family was connected with them. Longtime Westland residents, so Gordon McCorkindale, the Crockett family, just sending condolences to you, and the Cross family as well. Again, they're both 101, so in Westland residents. So I wanted to send my condolences, and I look forward to being here on the dais, and you'll see me in 2 weeks. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful 2 weeks, and see you soon.
Thank you. Councilman Godbout.
Thanks. I'd first like to congratulate Tim Furlong on his appointment to the ZBA. Thank you for stepping forward and offering your services to sit on that very important commission. I'd also like to congratulate our city attorney on his reappointment as the city attorney. And really, it is his whole team that takes care of the business of the city, from the prosecutions to the legal battles that we find ourselves in. And his firm does an outstanding job and is well respected in the legal community. So congratulations again, Jim. I'd also like to congratulate Council President Hart and Pro Tem Landau on their reappointments as Council President and Pro Tem. I spoke with both of them detailing my reasons for not supporting them. And hopefully we'll see more activity and input from the council leadership in the next 2 years on a lot of important issues that have been delayed or backburnered. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our city clerk, Richard LeBlanc, and the deputy city clerk, Shannon Inman, for putting together tonight's inauguration ceremony. It was very well done, and thank you for all those efforts.
Thank you.
And that's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilwoman Rakowski.
Hello, good evening. We get to this portion, and I think we all become little mockingbirds because we all say the same things, but the sentiment is the same, not less. So first, I'd like to congratulate my colleagues, Council President Hart and Pro Tem Landau, on their reappointments. I'd like to congratulate the 3 homes, the Rolex, the Sotella household, and the Kraus household on their holiday displays. It sounds like we're getting more and more people every year participating, so that's really exciting. It just shows how much people just love spreading cheer in their neighborhoods. So hopefully we can find something in the springtime too, right? The gardens or something? Let's find something. We need joy.
We will.
I'd like to congratulate Mr. Furlong on his appointment to the Zoning Board of Appeals. I appreciate you stepping up, and your service to our community will have a profound impact, so thank you very much. And also, I'd like to extend congratulations and thank you to our city attorney on his reappointment and the team. We really appreciate everything that you do for us. And then, seriously, it's like, we should just record it once and play it for all of us. Then I'd like to thank the clerk's office and deputy clerk Shannon Inman on our wonderful inauguration for my fellow colleagues and our mayor. It was a wonderful ceremony, so if you weren't able to attend it in person, please watch it on WLND's programming. And with that, I just want to wish you a healthy new year. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Mike McDermott.
Well, good evening, everybody. There's a quote from President Franklin Delano Roosevelt that he said on his inaugural address in 1937. And he said, "The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, it's whether we take care of those who have too little." And I'm really excited in this new year and what it brings with a lot of things that we have to do here as your council, working with all of my colleagues here on the council, working with the administration to not add to those who have much, but help those in our community who are less fortunate and have less. And I'm really excited with some of the opportunities around the ARP funding, potential funding from the infrastructure program that we're going to get to come together on and really get input, not only as a council and the administration, but your input as residents in the community as well, and make a profound difference, a long-lasting profound difference in the community. And I'm really excited at what that brings. So, I'd like to congratulate Council President Hart, Council President Pro Tem Londo on their reappointments. I'm really excited to have their leadership and working with them here in the new year. Congratulations to, Mayor Wild on his reelection and being able to, I think, have a cohesive team, not only with the council, but also working with the administration and all the department heads is going to be really important as we spearhead a lot of really big, important projects into the next year. I'd like to congratulate Attorney Fasson, again, just parroting what everybody else has said here. Not only Jim, but his entire team, Attorney McNamara, Brandon and everybody that comes in and helps us, and all the people behind the scenes that put stuff together for us. We certainly couldn't do the job that we do here without the hard work and dedication of Attorney Fasson and his entire team. I would like to also congratulate Mr. Furlong on his appointment to the zoning board. And then, boy, got a lot of things here to talk about. So 2022 is a new year, but some things have not changed. I still have a lot to say. But no, I'm really excited at what this new year brings and the opportunity to work together. Work together without some of the gimmicks that we've done in the past up here. Take people at their word and be able to get some things done without a lot of the infighting, without a lot of the tension that oftentimes comes at a council meeting. Just being able to move things forward as a community, as a council, as an administration, and with all of your input as residents too. And certainly, I know that I've been as guilty as anyone sometimes, leaning on the crutch of gimmicks and last-minute deals and last-minute wrangling and things. And I want to be known as someone who you can trust and whose, word you can believe in. And I think we all want that. And I'm excited to work with all 7 of my colleagues to, build on that and move forward with a lot of the exciting things that we have here in the new year. And with that, I will leave you with one last quote here, and it comes from somebody that we lost on December 26th of 2021, and that is the Reverend Bishop Desmond Tutu. He was a civil rights activist in South Africa. He was someone who fought against the apartheid in South Africa, and really someone who was a fighter for equity, equality, and justice, not only in his country, but for people who are oppressed around the world. And, Reverend Tutu, Bishop Tutu had said, we are each made for goodness, love, and compassion. Our lives are transformed as much as the world is when we live these truths. And I hope that as an elected official and a public servant for all of you, that I can live out that quote and live out the quote from President Roosevelt and really make a difference in all of your lives. And as always, if you need anything, I'm available at 734-890-2146 to call or text anytime but 2 in the morning. And you can find me on Facebook at Councilman Mike McDermott. And with that, I wish you all a healthy and happy new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Next, we have Pro Tem Londo.
Thanks, President Hart, and congratulations on your reappointment. I'm going to be brief tonight. I've been a little under the weather lately, so good for you guys that are in the audience. But thank you, everyone, for coming tonight and everyone that attended the inauguration, and thank you to the clerk's office and the administration for putting on a first-class event, as always, for our newly elected and re-elected council people. With that, I also want to congratulate Mayor Wild, Councilman Godbout, Councilman Hersberg, Councilwoman Sampe, and Councilman Hart. Hope I didn't miss anybody on your reappointments or your re-elections, or to Melissa Sampe, for Councilwoman Sampe for her first election. So as it was stated, you can, if you weren't able to attend tonight, you can view that on WLND. It's really a great event. I want to also thank my colleagues for the support, and thank you to Councilman Godbout for speaking with me today and going over some of his thoughts. So I appreciate the professionalism from him for speaking with me on that. We had kind of a light agenda tonight, but I'll tell you right now, we got a lot of things that are going to be moving forward here really soon. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride for the next year, 2 years, 4 years. Got a lot of things coming. Congratulations to Jim Fasson and Fasson and Bond. It's already been stated a million times, but you guys do a fantastic job. You keep people like me out of trouble who like to yap once in a while, so we appreciate them. And really, you know, they took a lot of undeserved criticism for the last few years, and they didn't deserve that at all. Whether it be publicly, on social media, there was a lot of crap that went around about our city attorney's office, but they are first class and do a great job for us, so thank you so much, and congratulations on your reappointment. Also, congratulations to Tim Furlong. Welcome aboard. Look forward to leaning on your expertise on the Zoning Board of Appeals. That is one of those tough jobs where we need a certain skill set, and looking at your resume, you got a fantastic resume and a great, someone that brought you forward, Council President Hart brought you forward, so I think you got that going for us. So appreciate you stepping up to serve. I also want to thank and congratulate the people in the holiday decorating contest, Ramon Rolak, Matt Satella, and Randy and Kim Kraus. You know, those decorations look great every year, and, you know, they're all over the city, so if people see various decorations, you want to nominate somebody, as the mayor said, you can nominate them. You can even nominate yourself for both Halloween and Christmas. So appreciate everybody, and have a good night.
Thank you. So I'll begin this evening by thanking Councilwoman Rakowski for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance and also leading us in the opening ceremony of the inauguration ceremony. Very, very, very well done. Very well done indeed. I'd like to congratulate all of the people that decorated their homes for not only holiday, but Halloween as well, if that's what we're doing. But no, thank you. That's a lot of fun. Everybody please participate in that, and in the future iterations, nominate other people. It's a lot more fun. And we're hoping that some other people take another active role and actually make that a little bit more exciting along the way. Congratulations to Tim Furlong. Like I said, I've known Tim for quite a long time, and he's been a resident here for a while. And he has just a vast amount of experience, and he's going to be a perfect skill set and skill add to our ZBA. A very important board and commission. The ZBA it's critical, and it's integral to a lot of the things that we're trying to do here, and you're going to have a strong voice there, and we really look forward to watching you work, sir. I'd like to welcome Councilwoman Sampe to the Westland City Council officially here. It'll be fun. We'll keep a tally, see who talks longer between you, Councilman McDermott, or Pro Tem Londo. So it's not an award you want to win sometimes, but we'll keep a track going. We'll see how. Thank you to my colleagues for their support. I appreciate it. It's not an easy job being a council president. You get to take a lot of heat sometimes that it's not yours, but you take it and you roll in stride, and you have to go ahead and keep a calm demeanor. And I think the calm demeanor is what people people appreciate. It's no mystery that we've had a kind of a little rough past 2 years with COVID and all the other things and some personality conflicts on council. But I think a lot of that is really going to take a back seat to being productive and getting a lot of things done. We have a number of collaborators up here, and quite frankly, I think everybody on this dais has a different and unique skill set that's very important and very, very, very valuable. So we're going to be doing lots of things, just like we alluded to. The ARPA money's coming down. We're talking about a lot of other things that are once in a generation kind of opportunities. So we're going to be working close. We're going to be putting in some long hours. So I hope you guys are ready for it on the council. I hope you have your calendars cleared. There's going to be study sessions and meetings and all kinds of good things coming up. So as my friend would say, goodbye to mama and tater tots, because we're going to be working. But beyond that, thank you everyone else for all your support. Thank you for everything. Thank you to my colleagues. I trust you all had a fantastic Christmas, and I wish everyone a Happy New Year. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn?